Indian women's team has drawn the match against England women's team. I think this match is absolutely a show of what a test match can actually be. Think of it. The first day, first two sessions absolutely belong to England. Third session, India make a comeback. Second day, first session, again goes to England. They declare for 396, and then comes in the second session it is all about the youngsters Shafali Verma and Smriti Mandana. What a fantastic partnership that was. And that is exactly when there was a 160 opening partnership and you thought India were absolutely on the brink of probably saving the lead, or as some pundits were saying, that this match could easily turn boring if both the teams play like this. And then came the third session. If you remember, if you have seen this test match, you will see the third session actually has been the killer session in both the days, because on the third day there wasn't too much. I don't know exactly how many overs were played, but rain continuously, which happens in England, rain keeps coming and disturbing the match. But on the second day, as I said, there was a collapse. Um, Indian middle order collapsed, and then the match was completely tilted towards England. In came Deepti Sharma and played a very, very significant knock. If you ask me what I feel, we do not praise Deepti Sharma enough, much like we often do not praise Cheteshwar Pujara enough in the Indian team. She gets somewhere hidden in between the limelight that players like Smriti Mandana, Shafali Verma, Jemima Rodriguez get. They get the credit, they get all the limelight, but here is one player who does her job really well. Her first innings score might not seem big, but in the context of the game it was very important. Then obviously England gave India, like put India to follow on, because India couldn't say follow on. Again, there was drama there as well, because when you thought India would never be able to save the follow on, because 60 50 odd runs still left and there is barely wickets in hand, that is when suddenly Deepti and the lower order were doing well. With a few runs needed, 15 16 runs needed, they gave their, like, they got out. I would say they got pitch of a delivery from Catherine Brunt, Anya Shrubsole, and it was done. England, I think, in a 4-day test took a perfect decision of giving allowing the girl or giving the girls to follow on, because see, it's a 4-day game. If it was 5 days, probably England would have come out to batted for 2-3 sessions and then given it, because then you would have the number of overs, right? When you're pressing for victory, because remember, this is a multi-format series, which means all the matches carry points and the series is not decided separately. Like, you're not going to say test series is a draw. No, the test series carried 4 points for a win and 2 for a draw. Similarly, for 3 ODIs and 320Is, sorry, T20Is, there are points. And this points will total up, and whichever team has more number of points is going to win the series. As a whole, it's a 7-match series and not a test series, ODI series, and T20I series separately. So obviously England wanted to go for the win, and going for the win definitely meant that the mentally, see, when you have had a batting collapse, you are playing after 7 years. In social media I saw a number of posts criticizing a lot of senior players, or criticizing a lot of saying things like, oh, this is the reason we don't watch women's cricket. Nobody. These women cricketers have, some of them have played. In fact, 4 of the top performers were debutants. The rest of them also, yes, they are senior pros, yes, they have played test matches, but remember, that was 7 years ago. So you have to take all these factors in. Now getting to the follow on and second half. In the second innings, Smriti Mandana got out quite cheaply, but Shafali Verma, again, she was fabulous. she took a special liking for Shrubsole, I think. She kept playing the same shot to Shrubsole, and I would keep thinking, is that a replay? Oh no, she has done it again. That sort of a thing. And the best part is someone like Shefali Verma, I think all of us were scared that yes, she's talented, but will she be able to mix the aggression with defense? And she did it picture perfectly. She was beautiful. Yes, she got out on a full toss. Yes, she got out on 96. But oh, come on. You can accept all that. Now comes a fantastic partnership. I know this might not be mentioned, but Deepti Sharma and Poonam Raut stitched a very, very important partnership right after Shafali Verma and Deepti stitched a partnership. I think the move to send Deepti Sharma at number 3 was one of the biggest and bestest moves, because Deepti absolutely played a quality test innings. Not only a quality innings, but a quality test innings. And after Deepti got out, which was right at the verge of lunch, that is where, you know, the team started getting a little, you know, again there was a, I wouldn't say an absolute collapse, but a sort of mini collapse where Mithali also got out quite cheaply, and so I would say so did Harman. That shot probably was on, she didn't play it well, like I'm talking about Harman. With Mithali, I don't know why would she play that ball in the back foot. Having said that, everybody has a bad match, so I'm sure Mithali and Harman both will make resounding comebacks. Other than that, obviously, then came the important partnership. Shikha Pandey I was just discussing with my father that it's pretty funny that Shikha Pandey was actually sent as a night watch person, because she can defend the ball, and this is the kind of innings that she can play and she's capable of playing. But somehow in the first innings, probably could be nerves, was playing after so long. You know, it didn't work out. But in the second innings, she played really well, because remember, we were not playing for runs here. In the second innings, we were actually playing for balls. And that is where Deepti's innings is also very significant, because Deepti alone played over 25 overs, you know. And same goes with the star. Who was the star in the second innings? Of course, I think everybody now knows it was none other than Sneha Rana. Making a comeback after 5 years, it's a beautiful story. You know, when you make a comeback after 5 years, just lost your father, you want to do something for the team, you want to do something for the family. What do? You get a test debut and you become the first Indian to get 50 plus runs and 4 wickets in a debut match. Talk about making records, and that is fantastic. India's lower order, or should I say, yeah, lower middle order, played really well. So Sneha Rana and Shikha Pandey, the partnership was very important. Again, I would say a loose delivery got Shikha Pandey's wicket, but that's okay. You learn. Then another significant partnership between Sneha Rana and Tanya Bhatia. I think Tanya Bhatia was dropped from the team, came back, is making a test debut, has made a statement. Tanya Bhatia probably is definitely currently India's best wicketkeeper. If Indian women's cricket team, in India's women's cricket, she's the best wicketkeeper. And if she can keep batting this way, then, you know, she can secure her place very easily. This chopping and changing is not going to happen so soon. So, player of the match, well, Shafali Verma got the player of the match, but I think all the 4 debutants, who were the debutants? Shafali Verma, fabulous. Deepti Sharma, fabulous. And do not forget, Deepti Sharma also took 3 wickets in the first innings, and she was the person who started the whole England batting collapse. So when you're talking about Indian batting collapse, England batting also collapsed in the third session of the first innings. But England, on the other hand, will be quite frustrated, because if you see, for most of the match, they were on the top. But then again, that keeps happening, and that is the beauty of Test cricket. This Test match actually had, you know, when I saw the tweets after the second day or the third day, I was actually discussing with my friends that I'm very upset that people are judging women's cricket standards by one collapse. But then this innings happened, then this fight, this mental strength, and this is what Test cricket is about. And now this Test match will be the reason Indian women's cricket team should get more Test matches. Think of it, after 7 years, first match they did stand up well. And in the first match, if they did so well, if they have series of Test matches, if they keep playing Test matches, then, well, no better format than Test matches. You never know, there might be a World Test Championship of Test matches for women's team, and that in itself will be a mini victory for the women's cricketers and fans like me. What are your views on the game? How about this? You guys tell me the positives that India should take from this game into the ODI series, T20I series, and then on to the Australian tour, because remember, Australian tour is coming up as well. Do subscribe to our channel and keep following us, because some great content will keep coming your way. We are covering Euro, Copa, tennis. We will be covering every tournament in women's cricket, men's cricket. There is a lot of sports coming up. We were complaining that, last year we didn't get too much sports, because we are sports loving people. Now there are so many tournaments going on. What are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel, support us.